All day long I expend. I hold together, I lift up, I give out. I pour light for our food supply, irrigate crops with my mouth. It's a rare occasion that I just take in. So when she asked if I was a dom or a sub, I didn't know what the fuck she meant. I just knew I wanted to be the opposite of her so that we could fit, because to be quite honest, I would have settled for kissing her wrists. Now, I am a strong, liberated woman. My ex-husband will tell you that you will never find submit written on these palms, but they are always face up and open, ready to give. According to Cosmo, men like a woman that can take control, so I have long since memorized the erogenous zones, the exact placement of tongue for the desired response. I can always make a man's microphone sing some pretty damn good songs. But I had no fucking idea how to please a woman. She held me like the edge of a cliff holds the feet of the fed up, like the sky holds the surrender of a falling body. She maneuvered me like a canoe through crashing rapids, my hips the stern, her hand the pivoting blade through water. I reached out to return the favor, but she said no. Relax. I don't want you to do anything. That's a move I don't know. The move to nothing. To be completely empty and open, effortlessly receiving pleasure without thought to strategy or counter. She placed my hands above my head and then she pulled and pressed and bit like I was the last piece of fruit on earth and her survival depended on it. She consumed every inch of skin, every drop of juice. I didn't notice any pain, just the joy of proper use. There was a fretboard between my legs and a sound box in my mouth. There were chords that never existed until she pulled them out, and there were no chains or whips, but I would have called her master. Not because I felt like I was less than her, but because it felt like she knew things about my body that I didn't. Like she'd been studying it 1,000 years and she deserved a fucking certificate. Like I was the eastern sky and I was the prayer mat and she was the goddess that had just conquered the last square of a turbulent mind. And then she asks me, how do you feel? And I say, alive? I guess I'm a sub, whatever that means. I guess I'm a femme, whatever that means. I guess sex doesn't really fit in boxes anymore. Sexuality and gender are words and images clipped from magazines waiting to be glued down on our vision boards, but it's always our vision boards because the way they were originally assembled doesn't make sense anymore. We are undefinable, prisms of light, shades of masculine and feminine, looking for someone to bounce life off of, looking for someone to give when we need to receive, and to receive when we need to give. And when it's done right, both gets done at the same time. And sometimes it's rough, like bone to bone, like your insides clean kind of love. Sometimes it's candle wax on torsos or moonbeams on eyelashes. Sometimes there's no skin involved at all. It's just being to being. Here, let me hold that soul for you. You've been drowning in labels for so long, you've grown tired of survival. Here's a moment of bliss, a moment of aliveness. All day long, I expend. I hold together, I lift up, I give out, and sometimes I just take in.